Am I the asshole for sometimes hanging out in states of undress with my boyfriend's roommate? I'm pretty much a practical nudist, meaning that I love to wear as few clothes as practical. Naturally, in social settings I try to be more careful. My boyfriend and his roommate have a pretty sweet apartment downtown, so we spend most of the time there. He's a really nice and chill guy, and on days my boyfriend and I don't want to get intimate, we just hang out in the living room drinking, smoking, and watching movies. Sometimes I end up just hanging out in a towel after a shower. I explicitly checked with the roommate that this was okay and he didn't mind. Unfortunately now, he has a new jealous girlfriend who doesn't hang out with us sometimes, but she still feels like she needs to police what I'm wearing in the apartment of my boyfriend. We got into a bit of a stupid text message exchange when she found out, and she's clearly jealous and insecure. It doesn't help her self-esteem, I guess, that 9 times out of 10 people are gonna say I'm the hotter person. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder and all that. I'm not self-centered, it's purely a comfort thing. It's not remotely sexual for me, so I think I'm in the right holding my stance. Am I the asshole here? Edit. I would cover up if she was around, for sure. I don't intend to make anyone uncomfortable, that was said in the beginning. You are the asshole. It's a shared apartment. If your boyfriend's roommate is paying rent and he says that you shouldn't be practically nude in shared spaces, then you should respect his wishes as a paying member of the household. I will go further to say, I have yet to meet a young woman who considers herself hotter, who wears little clothes around other men, who does not secretly thrive on the attention. I know this is something I'm going to get downvoted into oblivion for, and I was pretty oblivious to it until my fiancé pointed it out, but ever since having it pointed out, I'm hyper aware of it. Even if it's subconscious, you're likely doing the same. You are the asshole. Your nudity makes your partner's roommate's partner uncomfortable. Respect her wishes, it's that simple. Also, greater than, I guess, that 9 times out of 10 people are gonna say I'm the hotter person. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder and all that. Greater than I'm not self-centered, it's purely a comfort thing. Just lol. That last part was so unnecessary to the post, but got straight to the heart of what this is really all about. Lol indeed. You are the asshole purely for the I'm hotter than her comment, totally unnecessary and just makes you sound horrible to be around. Dress how you want, but don't call someone jealous and insecure when you're nearly naked around her boyfriend and being incredibly smug about it. She sounds like she's got you figured out. Why bother posting in this sub if you've already made up your mind that you're not the asshole? You've been argumentative in every comment you've made. That's why you are the asshole, and you seem insufferable to be around. You are the asshole. Yes, it is disrespectful to go around half naked in somebody else's house. Put your clothes on. And yes, you are self-centered. Or so insecure they have to point out how hot they think they are. You are the asshole. You said you don't want to make someone uncomfortable, but after she said it makes her uncomfortable, you continue to do it anyway. You also mock her for being uncomfortable about it. Weird vibes coming off this post. It's gonna end up on that pick me girl Reddit. Total pick me vibes. I'm just so cool, I love to be hot, smoke pot and wear towels. You know what? I'm hot. I'm also chronically hot all the time and have been my whole life. I, too, love to be comfortable. If it were just a comfort thing, I would be most comfortable going everywhere in a tank top and some panties. You know why I don't? BC, it's so damn weird to prance around in front of other people like this. Oh, you mean, not in public. Got it. When I go over to other people's houses, I don't strip down to just a tank top and panties. I'm also not about to ask the people I'm visiting, hey, mind if I take off my clothes and lounge around on your furniture like a cat? I promise I'm not vain. It's just a comfort thing. I hope your boyfriend's roomie gets a girlfriend that's hotter than you, and she likes to walk around naked. I'm far from a prude. If you were at a nude beach, go for it. But you seem to be really into the idea that you're so much hotter than this dude's girlfriend, and she's obviously super jealous of you. Meanwhile, she likely thinks that you're a strange, little creature with no social skills who likes to parade about in a small cloth, much like Gollum. You are the asshole. No one cares that you think you're more attractive. Even adding that makes you a bigger asshole than I initially thought you were. You are the asshole. Get over yourself, pick me girl. You are the asshole, and your clear contempt for this woman you barely know is extremely telling. It almost like she's jealous of the other woman for some reason and had to make herself feel better by letting us know that she's 9/10 way hotter than the other girl to make herself feel better. Just weird. You are the asshole. When you're in mixed company, put on clothes. It's not that hard. It's just hard to don't get all the attention she need, haha. You are the asshole. You say you're not self-centered, but make a point of saying you're hotter than she is, which really wasn't relevant to this story. You just had to bring it up to make your self-centered self feel superior to her. I was going to go with no assholes here, but your follow-up comments paint a different picture. You are the asshole. Women go through enough BS with men, they shouldn't have to deal with women shitting on them, too. It seems like you enjoy the thrill of being partially clothed around men more than anything. You are the asshole. If you seriously need internet strangers to explain why hanging out naked with a dude who isn't your boyfriend, a towel. You smoke and drink with him in a towel? Is inappropriate, then I think you'd feel more comfortable asking this question on the streets. Also, calling yourself hot when that has absolutely zero impact on the situation? Talk about insecure. You are the asshole. What you are doing is sexual harassment. You are the asshole. You are not in the comfort of your own home. You are in a shared apartment and someone has stated they are uncomfortable with how little you dress yourself. You've stated that you asked your boyfriend's roommate if your lack of clothing was okay and got an okay from him. You never asked her. You go as far as saying she found out instead of you asking her if she'd be uncomfortable. She then stated you made her uncomfortable, and when she addressed you about it you felt entitled to continue. Interesting, whether she hangs out with you or not, her feelings are valid. The fact that you first stated her as insecure and jealous tells way more about you than her. Please know that. Why was it needed to say most people would call you the hotter one? Decent humans don't go around saying, 9 out of 10 people would call me hotter than her, she has low self-esteem, fuck I wonder why or when she feels like that. Must be walking into a home and seeing you naked next to her boyfriend and pretending she's the issue. You are the asshole. What's up with the I'm hotter stuff? Pick me girl. You are the asshole. Nudism must be not a compulsion. Whenever somebody doesn't feel comfortable around it, it's not appropriate anymore. It's a shared apartment and you shouldn't behave like it's your territory. The fact that you suppose that she is just jealous, insecure and that you're the hottest one confirms that you are pretentious and competitive. Looks like what makes you feel comfortable is your entitlement. Don't act like you don't understand that nudity is an exception and social norms are also made for you. You contradicted yourself big time here. 9 times out of 10 people are gonna say I'm the hotter person, and then immediately say you aren't self-centered, lol. You are the asshole, and not even remotely self-aware. You are the asshole. What you're doing is very weird and has never been appropriate. You are the asshole. You're disrespecting her boundaries. If you want to be half naked, do it in your BFS room, not around someone else's boyfriend. Also, the line about people agreeing that you are the hotter one shows your true colors. Get over yourself. You sound conceited, self-centered and rude. Show some respect for others and put some clothes on in houses that are not yours. I'm going with no assholes here, but I think you sound insecure yourself, and maybe the way you get the attention you seek is through being a nudist, and maybe people think you're hotter isn't because you're more attractive. But that they've just seen more of you and you don't keep much to the imagination. Anyone that has to point out they are the hotter person in my experience, 0.9 times out of 10 they are in fact not the hottest person, or that's all they have going for them if that's the case. But typically ones that point it out are either trying to convince others or themselves, and it comes off insecure. Almost like you have to put others down to make yourself feel better, and that's not being secure. You are the asshole and clearly a pick-me girl. Put some clothes on and stop being disrespectful. Put yourself in the girlfriend's shoes. If you really are as hot as you think you are, would you not be uncomfortable with your boyfriend being in that situation constantly? FFs. Have some empathy.